What's going on, everybody? Welcome, man. I'm back here. I'm back in full effect. Happy 4th of July to all you people out there in this America we live in right now. And hey, man, had to do something. I was a little quiet. I ain't did anything in a couple of weeks, so I had to do something today. I was going to do something yesterday, but I'm here today. Everybody's in here. I appreciate you, man. First, I got A137 in here, man. What's going on? Georgia, Texas boy, what's going on, man? How y'all doing? Philip Crawford, what's happening? Happy 4th to you too, brother. But today, man, I'm going to talk about some the new guys we brought in and their chances of making this team, so on and so on. Because like I said, if these new people make the team, somebody's going to get cut. So with you guys help, man, let's talk about it. I'm going to start with this offensive side of the ball first, man. What's up, D. Coleman? How you doing, sir? But, yeah, man, it's just when it's been quiet out there in Falcons land, but I said, who's going to get cut? Who got a chance to make this team? So I'm going to start with the wide receiver crew today first, man. I know of 5, I think, that's solid. How many wide receivers we're going to keep? I don't know. What's up, Silk Lexi? Well, how you do? But yeah, I don't know how many people we're gonna keep on this wide receiver squad, man. I say 6, but there's a chance they may kick 7, which is gonna be a lot. I'm gonna count the numbers. What's up, Dante? How you doing, sir? I'm gonna keep the numbers as I go, but I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna say 6. Some people say 7, but I say 6. I don't think we're gonna be that widespread open like that. So, but anyway, I'm going to go Mooney for sure, London for sure, Ray, I hate to say it, but for sure, Kadell Hodges for sure. I think Jamal Agnew's for sure if he stays healthy, which I hope he will. And my 6 is going to come down to Casey Washington and Nick Nash. So, I don't know what you guys think. Who you guys feel has that upper hand between Nick Nash? What's up, JDs? How you guys doing, man? What do you guys feel about that Casey Washington and Nick Nash? Who do you guys think have the upper hand on that? I know we're going to see a lot more until training camp, but from the standpoint of now, which one of these guys you guys think has the best opportunity to make this team? You say you get his run. See, I like Nick too. I like Nick when he was coming out of college. So he was one of my guys that I always looked at. He said, D. Combs, I give the Robertson room a B. Yes, it's a good room. It's a damn good room. It's one of our better ones we had since Julio, Sanu, and Harry. I think. But I couldn't, over-exaggerate. We don't have a Julio, but we got Julio-esque type players. But they can't do what nobody gonna do what Julio can do. So I'm not even gonna go on that bandwagon trip on that. But Nick Nash has the upper hand. Yeah, they keep 7. I think Casey's okay, but I can see Casey going on the practice squad though, coming up in case something stupid happens. So I think Casey could survive the practice squad. I just think Nick Nash was overlooked by a lot of NFL teams, and I think they're gonna be sorry about that. Indeed, I agree. I agree with that. Everything you said about that, Deco, I actually agree with that. But I don't, like I said, I don't think Nick Nash will survive the practice squad. I don't think he'll survive if he was to get cut and we try to re-sign him to the practice. I don't think he'll make the practice squad. I think somebody will try to pick him up before then. But I think those guys have an opportunity to sign who they want to sign with. I think that's how it works when you get cut. I think that's how it works. So I'm not exactly. I got to look that up. If you get cut at the training camp, another team pick you up. Can another team pick you up before that? But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go with Nick Nash. But I think Casey can survive being cut and make the practice squad. He did all last year, so I think that'll be what. But we got Chris Blair, who's gonna probably be gone. Yes, exact. I'm very interested in that battle in camp. Yeah, it's gonna be a great. I think it's gonna be a great battle between those two guys, making what's called. Then again, maybe maybe they outshine somebody else. He said somebody better learn how to tackle. Yeah, well, Casey played some special team last year, but he had that little short, soft head. He got a easy concussion after trying to catch the ball. So, yeah. Nick's a nice sized kid, 6'2" and 194, 195. He's not a little guy. What's going on, Mr. Larry? How you doing? How you do? But yeah, so yeah, and that what's going. I'm gonna say six wide receivers. I'm gonna go with that. So, all right, now with that right there, that's my first guy. So we're looking at possible case of Washington getting cut, Chris Blair getting cut, Dylan Drummond, David Seals, Michael Pope, Jesse Matthews, and Quincy Skinner. Now that Skinner kid, he may be a good guy in preseason. Preseason going to determine a lot for these guys, man. That first game is going to let you know a lot because these guys are going to play a lot. And like with the last year, Chris Blair who showed out. I think it was Chris Blair, or with the case of Washington. Case of Washington showed out with Penix, I think, I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting, man. So, like I said, wide receiver room, it's going to be that 6 people. Nick Nash with the team. The rest of the guys be practice squad or looking for a job. All right, let's go down to these linemen now. I think we're set at. Well, I know we're set at the first 5. That's fine. But my main thing here is what do you do with Jack Nelson? Is Jack Nelson going to be your swing guy? Or is it going to continue to be Storm Norton? Because Jack Nelson will not he will not survive that practice squad. I don't see that happening. He was another guy just like Nick Nash that was, although he was drafted, but he was drafted in the 7th round. He got way down to the 7th round, which is very strange for a Wisconsin guy that started that many games. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing. Like I said, we got all these other positions. Like I said, I think Elijah and Hinton's going to make the team. But how many linemen are the Falcons going to keep? That's another story. Do we keep 7, 8 linemen? What's that Bobby D blasting game? What's going on? D Combs and Jack going to have to be unable to take Storm's spot. Storm has filled. Yes, most definitely. But do you just let? Do you take a chance on letting Jack go to the practice squad? See, George Texas said he got Case in every wide receiver behind Ray Ray. Wow. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. That wide receiver room is gonna be very interesting. It's who step up, man. Somebody got to step up. Somebody has to step up. Don't know who it's going to be. It's going to be different. But again, I'm not 100% sold on Jamal Agnew. I know we signed him, but he's a good return guy. He's a good special team guy. But we're going to see. I think Ray Ray's solid. He's already in. Ray Ray made his name last year. People don't like it, but he did what he had to do. Is he the best wide receiver out there? Probably not. Nick Nash could take that slot, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that. But because he's playing that slot position, anything's possible there. But yeah, let's get back to these linemen though. Jack Nelson. So we're gonna lose a lot of people. Now, just in that general, we got that Josh Gray kid. I think we picked up from Georgia Tech, undrafted guy. Picked up Tyrone Wheatley Jr. His dad was a running back, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I think his dad was a running back. He's a little bit of old lineman. He's on at 265. He needs to put some weight on. He's not going to make the team. I'm going to put that out there. His Killam Zaire, he ain't going to make the team either. He's a big man. He's 6'7", 312. He's a big old boy. Oh, he's an international player, so it really don't matter for him. He'd be on the squad anyway. He's an international player, so he's okay. He's not going anywhere. He'll just be a lot of practice squad person, which is fine. But you got Elijah Wilkinson, you got Kyle Henderson, Storm Norton. But you got Brandon Parker, who was on, I think he was here last year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he came late last year. I ain't seen no playing time. But yeah, he was a free agent last year. 6'8", 320. Oh my God, we got some big old guys. But yeah, he's another guy. Jordan Williams. We picked up two center guys. We picked that Michael Gonzalez kid from Louisville, I think he was. And is he gonna make the team? I'm not sure. What's up, man, Mike? Anybody? You see that?
Yo, what's up?
What's going on? I'm just going on these guys who may make it, who may not make it. Some of these positions are already sought. Well, yeah, I'm asking how many old linemen do you think we're gonna keep next year?
Uh,
Because I think we had 8 last year.
8.
Yeah, I think so.
I say it's probably maybe one or two more because I don't think we're gonna use the tight end the way people think.
Okay. So we didn't think about that.
Because if we didn't add a lot of wide receivers. The receivers that we have, we've already had those guys. We
Correct.
pretty much brought back the same guys except for like Nick Nash and whatnot. So
Agnew, yeah.
I
That
think
one.
we're gonna have and
Okay.
Agnew. I mean, I see him being more of a special teamer than anything.
Right. Yeah. And a gadget guy. That's about it. Yeah.
And a gadget guy, yeah.
Yeah. So does Jack Nelson make this team? Or do we risk
I,
that practice squad thing?
nah, he's too young to risk a practice squad because
That's what
you
I was
get
thinking.
some of these offensive line coaches in this league, they'll turn him into a quality backup or starter. Like you can't risk losing offensive lineman, young offensive lineman anyway.
So we got a lot of linemen. We got a whole bunch of linemen on this thing right now. So we got 13. Now we got more than that. Good Lord. 12.
That's why I say I don't expect to see a lot of tight ends on the
Yeah.
roster. Like Charlie Warner, because you gotta look at Penix. Penix is the type of quarterback don't like you if you protect him, you're good. But you put a lot of wide receivers around there,
Right.
he gonna do what he do anyway. So I don't expect to see a lot of tight ends. I expect one of them offensive linemen to do.
The extra blocking. Okay, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
hmm I
So
don't think we're gonna block it. I don't think we're gonna run the ball as much as people think we are. Like I know people think we should with B John and Tyler, but like this Michael Penix. Like I told people that this is gonna like he's a different quarterback than Kurt. Kurt, you need offensive linemen and you need tight ends. because he
Right.
can't move around. But when you got Penix, he can move.
Right. Yeah.
So do you really need off of? Do you really need tight end like for him?
True. So so let's get to the tight ends then. So we're gonna keep what, two tight ends or three?
I yeah. I say
That-
I say I say two. I say. I mean, it's really one tight end to be honest.
so that'd be
Because
Kyle.
Kyle, yeah, Kyle is a tight end, but he's one of them quote unquote unicorns. He's not really a tight end. He's not really a wide receiver.
Right. He's
So
a
you can
hybrid.
do
Hybrid.
anything with him. He's a hybrid.
Yeah. But I don't think they're gonna
So
cut. You think he's
Charlie Warner
automatic?
is I no, I think he's the guy. He's the
Oh, okay.
blocking guy.
Okay. 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 I can see that. That's two tight ends. I'm just counting bodies too, so
Hmm.
okay. And now let's get
Oh,
down to the nitty gritty. Is Kurt all back up going into the season?
oh boy.
That's a hard one. I've been contemplating like nobody want him.
Uh-uh.
That's the
I
thing.
don't think the NFL want. I think the NFL they've fell out of love with quarterbacks.
Nobody want this kid. You got injured
Nobody
people.
want any quarterback. Like no team wants quarterbacks anymore.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think they're gonna keep three quarterbacks. Whoever's on the practice squad dress anyway. But yeah,
Right.
so he doesn't count toward anything. In the running back room, three running backs or two.
I mean, I hope we trade Tyler this year. Get that over with.
Get it over with.
Hmm. Somebody ain't gonna get paid, man.
So, yeah, that's true. But this is Tyler. What? Yeah, he's a free agent after this year anyway. He,
Yep.
he
That's
sure
why I
is.
say get it over with.
That's true. But I don't think we're gonna re-sign him. I really don't think we're gonna sign
No, there's no chance
him.
because you got Penix. That's why I say Penix can give you 200 to 300 rushing yards himself.
Yeah,
So Tyler Algier isn't as important for this team anymore because we're going to pass. Look, y'all, we're gonna pass the ball, y'all. We're gonna run it with Bijan, but we're going to pass the ball.
yeah. Hey, what's going on, Mac T? Georgia, Texas boy. What's up, Jesus? But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Man, I didn't think about that. He is a free agent after this year, so if you just let him walk, actually you're losing out. If you just let him walk,
Hmm.
so if he's
Yeah.
valuable when somebody needs what's called, you probably got to make that move. That's, that is true. And you picked up the running back, and somehow I'm hearing Carlos Washington. I don't know why.
Yes. Yep.
I heard his name a couple times out there. So they got those two kids. They brought in Nathan Carter, who's another baby Bijan. I call him little Bijan. Just not the same.
Hmm.
He had the same stuff, and they brought the kid from what's called in. So
Hmm.
they got depth. So the running back room is actually pretty solid, but it's just to see what they're gonna do. Yeah, that's damn. I think about that. That is a good chance he may get traded before before the season starts. So, if a running back goes down, there's a chance Tyler may be gone. So if not, they'll trade him at half.
Hmm.
So
It depends on if they look if they fall in love with the Corbins, the Washington. If they fall in love with him, there's no reason to keep Tyler around
yeah, that's true.
because you're lacking a first round pick going next year.
Yeah.
So you
Get,
got to make it up somehow.
get some kind of pick, at least a third or something.
Hmm.
Just get
Something.
the extra pick. Yeah, that's true. He said, "Did we announce it? Yeah, the first day of camp is going to be the 24th, which is a Thursday. Then that Saturday and Sunday they got camps open also. They have open camps though.
Yeah, we should be there on the 26th.
20, yeah,
We're
26th.
gonna be there on the 26th.
Yeah, yeah. I'm ready already, so I'm ready to be there.
Oh yeah.
Last one I went,
I'm ready.
last one I went to, it was in Swanee. That's how long ago.
Ooh, coach. Dang.
Exactly, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time, so I'm looking forward to this one. He said, if not resign, allow him to walk and get that comp pick.
I mean,
Why
it
not?
depends on the yards and the games that he
Yeah,
plays.
yeah,
Like that goes into it. If he's a starter, we probably won't get a comp pick because he's not a starter.
that's true. But he had to get a certain amount of yards, have a certain amount of
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, plays in the game. Yeah, because remember we didn't get comp pick for some people that left last year.
Yeah.
We didn't get a comp pick for Justin Simmons. He was a starter.
No. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah. So anyway, off on the side, we're looking at 2 quarterbacks and probably 2 running backs, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So 15.
That's why you got guys like Agnew, what a receiver. Like the thing is too that Carlos Washington, but the other Washington,
Oh, Casey.
the receiver,
So you're looking
Casey
at 7.
Washington. He,
So 7 receivers in.
7 receivers, but those two they can function as a running back because they play the position. They can do those end rounds and quick screens because Michael Penix is a guy that likes to throw quick screens, and you got wide receivers like Debo Samuel and whatnot with those skill sets. Like they become an extension of the running back position because he's a screen guy. That's why I said the RPO quarterbacks and those types of wide receivers, they're gonna make the offense. Especially that's why the Falcons always focus on the flexibility for the types of players that they bring in. You can put those guys anywhere.
Okay. All right. To the other side of the ball, where the most important part is this defensive side. Now
Yeah.
we're gonna have. I think we're gonna carry 5 D ends, big ends. That's my take this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's gonna come down to Taquan Graham on that Simeon Barrows. One of those guys that gonna make the team. I think Simeon Barrows could make this practice squad, but I think they like Taquan. That's why they brought him back because he knows the system.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at Rook, Morgan, Harrison, Dorless, and Graham as my 5. My 5 guys for sure. That's my DMs. Those are my 5. So I could be wrong, but those are my top 5. Then I'm looking at my big guys, my nose tackle, because those other guys they can play D tackle too. If you want to switch to the 3-4 or the 4-3, they can go inside to play that position.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about my nose. This is the 3-4 setup I'm looking at right now. You got David
Yeah.
Ayamana. I think Street's going to make the team. And I think London going to make the team. I think they're going to carry 8 D linemen. I think they'll carry 8 D linemen.
I can see that. I can see that.
3 DTs. So that's just my looking. But when we come down to these outside linebackers, that's another story. I don't see D'Angelo Malone making this team. I think they're only gonna carry 5 of those guys too. It'll be Brandon Trice. Then again, you never know. They could put Brandon on the injury thing and hold him out to put him more than the PUP list. They can do that if he ain't healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And still bring Malone along. We'll see. But I know they're only going to keep 5 outside linebackers. That's all I can see.
Yeah. I can see 5.
So
I
with
can.
Walker, Floyd, and Leonard, Those are for sure. I think Evan Cady has solidified himself to be here this year, one more year, because this is his last year too. He's a free agent this year also. So
Yeah, he's good. It's gone.
I'm gonna tell y'all something now. Evan Cady finna show out this year. He's playing for that contract.
That was my video. I put that out. I said he's gonna be kind of like a bounce back
Yeah,
guy in regard to him being a consistent sack guy.
yeah. I think he's gonna be. That's gonna get him paid. This year's gonna get him paid. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the Falcons gonna bring him back, but you
He's gonna
never
get him
know.
paid. Yeah.
He's gonna get
I
paid
don't
this year.
say he's the future. He doesn't have unless he like the thing is unless he had one of them seasons where he got 15 plus sacks, he's not coming back. There's no chance in hell.
He may become Superman.
I think he can, but like I said, you just got to put him in a position where that's what he. You don't want him covering and doing all that other goofy stuff that
Yeah,
Raheem had him doing.
yeah. That was that was a that was a mystery last year. But I hope
I
they got
don't
the
know what
mystery solved.
Raheem was thinking.
All right, who else we got? Inside linebackers. I think Diablo Devine, whatever his name, I can't remember. Double D. I'm just gonna call him Double D.
Yeah,
Double D with the zero on his chest is gonna be your guy. I think he's gonna have the green dot this year. Take some of that pressure off Ellis. So
yeah. Ellis had no business being in the middle
yeah.
of the field.
So you have him there. And they say he plays a little bit like Debo plays. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So his name is
He
Diablo.
got the athleticism.
Yeah, so I think that'd be a good place for him. So Ellis, Diablo. Oh man. I don't know, Troy. Hmm.
Sure, and he'll stay just because of his athleticism. You can't afford to give that type of athleticism.
Well,
You
I
can't
just hope
afford
he's
to
healthy.
just let that walk. That right there, coach. That's it. Like
If
that
he
dude
ain't
is a
healthy this year,
physical, athletic freak.
it's all about his health. That his thing is all
Mm-hmm.
his whole career's been about his health. He can't stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So you really don't know what he really has. You know his athleticism, but you don't really know what he has.
Yeah,
And every time he had a good
he's
game,
shown glimpses last year.
every time he had a good game, he got hurt. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why.
He had like 15 tackles, like three
Yeah,
straight weeks, and then ankle.
yeah,
It take him out for 3 4 weeks, and then shoulder
yeah.
or knee, and it takes him out. So you don't know. That's why I said you can't afford to give that type of skill and athleticism away. You just gotta let that run its course.
Right. So they brought in that kid from Jacksonville too. That was a starter that played a good ball. Well, he's a special team guy.
Mm-hmm.
That Caleb
Special
Johnson
team
kid.
guy.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
he played some. He wasn't a starter, but he played a lot. Then you got Josh Wood, who I keep hearing a lot of good things about him too.
Yep.
So is JD gonna make this team? Because they ain't keeping that many inside linebackers. I can't see them keeping that many.
Nah, I don't see him. I don't
So
see him.
you don't see him standing there. What's up,
Mm-mm.
Dale Dirty? What's up, Blackberry? I didn't see you hop in there. What's going on, man? But yeah, I see 4 inside linebackers because you can always work Jalen in that inside too, possibly before the season over. I think
I mean,
he'll be in that position somewhere.
Jalen gonna definitely gonna be in there. Like you're doing a disservice not using him all over the field.
So I'm going to say 4 inside linebackers. I don't know why, but let's say 4. That's 4 inside linebackers.
And Jalen is that dude is a football player, man.
So now you got
He's everything that we believe Troy Anderson could be. Like he has that ability. Like Troy looks like he can have that ability playing all over the field because of his size and speed. But Jalen already has that.
all right. So with all the additions of these, we know the guys who they drafted going to probably be on these teams. They had 5 drafts. Xavier and Billy Bowman, they're in. And I think Kobe Bryant's going to be in also. I don't know why, but I think Kobe's going to be in.
I say that too.
So with that happening,
I see that.
I see D Alfred may be gone.
Yeah, he good and gone.
So
Did and gone.
I see D Alfred gone. I see Mike Ford may be gone. For sure, I see Kevin King gone this year. I don't see Kevin King coming back.
Uh-huh. That's a Jerry Gray guy right there. He
Yeah,
got a job because Jerry Gray is on the team.
yeah. So I'm looking at about like 11 DBs. So we're looking at Mike Hughes, Jesse, AJ, Bowman. So that's 5 right there. Then you got
We know that look, we're gonna have a lot of DBs because our head coach is a DB coach, so
I see
I
11.
expect that.
I see about 11 guys as DBs. I don't know why. So D Alpha makes he could survive.
I mean, I foresee uh, them depending on what happens with Hillums, man. I think he can be one of them hybrid uh safeties you can play at linebacker because he
Right.
has that. I mean, he has the athleticism, but he has that toughness to go along with it that you can put him in the box and
Well,
and play a little, get a little dirty with him. He definitely had that physicality to play in the
yeah.
box.
So okay, so we can go. Okay, then again, if that's the case, D still has a chance. Then if you got 11 DBs,
Mm-hmm.
you got a chance.
Because Bowman, I think Bowman and Watts they're gonna be interchangeable. I don't foresee them playing on the field at the same time. But they don't have packages for those guys.
Right. Because like I said, I think D probably can. I like Billy Bowman more. That I've been watching that kid, the more I started liking. But D is one of those guys that he does have experience. He played in the system a little bit. I don't know whatever system he played in last year.
Mm-hmm.
He played in it last year, and the way he made it to the NFL, you can't knock it. Like somebody said last week, he's not gonna give up that position easy. He's gonna fight for it.
Mm-mm.
So
No, the dude had a good year. He just had a couple of plays where that look. If you don't get consistent pressure on a quarterback, your
that's
DB's
true.
gonna have their moments.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Period.
That's gonna be our problem this year. We don't get consistent pressure. We're gonna still have problems.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think they did enough. I hope they did enough to get that pressure. I just hope they, yeah,
It's Raheem. It's Raheem. If he doesn't allow these young guys to, to step on the field, like and play,
he has no choice.
like look. I'm hoping that he don't got a choice because I don't really have anything nice to say about him other than get it done. I don't want to hear nothing about no give him time. He done had enough time. You've been in the league 15 plus years. It ain't no excuses for you no more.
Well, there's nobody on this team that he had but AJ, who was on this defense when he was here last time. So he has no allegiance to
He
nobody.
ain't got
No
nobody.
allegiance. Yeah,
That's
no
it,
allegiance.
AJ.
Yeah, has no allegiance to nobody. I hate to say he had allegiance to Grady last year. That's why a lot of these kids probably didn't play last year. I hate to say that, but
Mm-hmm. Grady shouldn't have had that many snaps last year.
yeah,
There's no way
that's
he should have had
that's
that many
that was
snaps.
my take also. He had a lot of snaps last year. He took away from these young guys.
Mm-hmm.
They said Doris was hurt. I don't believe he was hurt. I just think they were just saying
Nah,
that.
I don't either.
But that's football. So I need at least 3 rookies. We're gonna have probably 3 rookies starting on. Well, playing a lot on. Probably 4 rookies playing on
Playing a
defense.
lot.
All 4 of those guys that were
They're
drafted.
not gonna start.
Yeah, they're gonna. Only person that may start probably be Jalen. I hate to say that.
Mm-hmm.
He may be the only one that
Yeah,
starts. But you're gonna see Pierce on that 3rd down for sure. I can guarantee you that.
because Pierce is not taking Leonard Floyd's spot.
Yeah, he gonna be that 3rd down guy or that 2nd and long guy that you need to go get that pressure on. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we
You want to give him. You want to bring him along slowly anyway because he already has he already had the physical tools to be
Right.
a good edge, but you want to bring him along slowly the right way.
Yeah. It's going to take it probably about a couple of weeks until you see Xavier Watts get full acclimated. That's where they brought Jordan Fuller in, which is a smart move. You got somebody that has experience right there. They bring that young kid along. They say this kid here just so focused.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he got some good vets. And this is the thing you notice about this team. You got some good vets in every position. So you bring these young
Mm-hmm.
guys along. So it's going to work out real well for this team. So, oh man, that was kind of fast. I won't go be here long anyway because I got to go eat.
Look, I just ate and fell asleep for a second and saw you was on. So let me get up.
Yeah, I just wanted to put
Let
this
me
out.
get up.
I ain't been on a long time, but I'll be back fresh tomorrow. I got some good stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow gonna be real good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, tomorrow gonna be good, man. Because I seen this little thing about it's gonna be about is the NFL right or they just full of FBS. So we'll see. That's tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. What's going on, William? Amy, how you doing, man? Anyway, man, you guys got some questions in there? Put them on in there, man, about anything. So, like I said, we're pretty much done with this roster. Like I said, one more person. I forgot one more person. Young Wei Koo. I forgot about him.
I just put that out too. That was my bounce back
Now,
players, bounce back players.
you think he's gonna bounce back this year?
I mean, this is last chance.
Yeah, that's
This is
true.
last chance. Like he's making about $4 or $5 million as a kicker. That's a lot for a kicker. So
And they
I
can't
mean,
cut.
if he doesn't, they can't cut. Mm-mm,
They can't cut Lenny, so he's an international
mm-mm,
guy. So Lenny's actually in a great
mm-hmm.
position. He's
Yes.
in a great position.
You don't want dead cap. Like you want to see. I think they said the Falcons got like $8 million, $10 million in dead cap.
Yeah,
So I don't. You always want to, look if you don't have to cut people and not have dead cap, you don't want to do it. So like
right,
I think it's gonna wait too last year to kind of get another contract, at least another year or so,
right.
another extension for 2 years.
Well, we're gonna see. He better kick the ball between those damn uprights and
Mm-hmm.
stop losing games. He caused us at least two last year. I hate to tell you, but he caused us two.
Yep, we sure did.
We
Talked
gained.
about that also.
So, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But what is that? He said, I think Kevin King goes to the practice squad. Safety will be Bates, Watts, Fuller. Yeah, I see that. I see that. That's most definitely yes. Uh,
That's like Kevin King always make the practice squad. Because those are veterans at most teams. Like they not really looking at them, but they high quality players because you can put them in at a backup and special team.
yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Like I say. Now, I'm still got some worries because we haven't seen them yet. With the Falcons, um, cut Braden Trice, although they haven't seen him, is that a possibility of the
Oh
Falcons?
man.
Because I'm like, we know
Man,
we
it
draft
just depends on what Jalen. If Jalen
Pierce.
and Pierce end up being like when I'm talking about like special players, and I'm talking about coming out the gate just being absolute megastars right off the bat, like
Mhm.
I could see that happening.
Right. But again, you only got Floyd for 1 year in the education of this last year,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
that may be a no, but it's just something people got to think about. You never know what these people gonna
Hmm.
do. Because Terry is
Hmm.
nobody. Terry is one of the most nobody know what the hell he's gonna do. He's
Mm-mm.
that's a to me that's
I
a
love
great
it.
That's a great GM to
I
me
love it.
because
Yes,
you
yes.
can't read his mind. He do some unorthodox stuff. Very
I love it. I love everything about it.
who expect this man to trade back to give up a first, which is a smart move. I still think it's a great move because you're gonna get a first round pick next year. You got 2 first rounds in the first year.
Mm-hmm.
You
What's the
actually
point?
saving money. You're saving money technically.
Yep, you saving money. Yep.
But yeah, well, people always want to make things
Spend it all in 1 year, and then the next year, you know,
happen.
you
Very
have
true.
the guy that Braylon Tracy to kind of to help develop him. So it's
Yeah,
not like you missing anything.
that's
And
true.
the Grady Jarrett money gonna be off the books.
Well,
Tyler Algier, like his money might be off the books. So it's like you got money to play with.
this is a good question. Blackberry got a question. He said, between Tyler and Kyle, who do you think is most likely to be traded before the deadline? Or who both play out the year and Kyle's get re-signed and Tyler goes into free agents? It could.
Well, I don't see Cal going anywhere unless one of these receivers or tight ends show that they have skill. Like
Yeah,
one thing you don't want to do with a young quarterback is give away his weapons,
yeah,
and you can afford to give away a running back before you give a receiver with a young quarterback.
yeah, right.
If this was Kirk Cousins, then you'd say Kyle Pitts to be the first one to go because Kirk Cousins needs a running game. Pennis doesn't need to run the game the way Kirk Cousins does because he can move. He can get you 200 to 300 rushing yards. So you're not going to be missing the timeouts here.
Hmm. Uh, whew. I like Tyler, like everybody else. Like he's expendable. Running backs comes a dime a dozen. I hate to say that.
Hmm.
Yeah, yes, he had a great rookie year. He did. But we know B. John's gonna be the guy who can the carries. We know this. I don't care what nobody say. Two back,
But
two back offense. Yeah, but B. John is the man in his running back room.
man, make B. John happy. Look, as long as he happy, we good. Because that boy is gonna break this organization. He's gonna break the bank for the NFL.
Who is that?
Y'all think
Who is that?
Bijan? Look, Bijan Robinson is gonna have he gonna have damn near $50 million guaranteed in his first two
Ooh,
years. I guarantee you.
ooh.
$50 million in his first 2 years when the Falcons extend him. It's gonna be record breaking numbers with him because the dude can do everything, and he's already showing that they want him to be a major part of this organization, and we can do that. The thing with that coach, why I'm saying this is because we don't have to pay Michael Penix until about 3 to 4 more years.
2020 or
We
20.
got 3 more years. So we got a good 3 years. Bijan will have his $50 million in the first 2 years, and then the years after that, we'll have to extend Michael Penix, and then Michael Penix will end up getting his contract. So we're not going to be paying these guys at the same time. So it's perfect
That's
timing.
true. If Cal has just an average year and you keep Cal ain't getting that big money I think he's gonna get.
Oh no, he definitely he a tight end. Tight end gonna get you by 20 to 15 million. He ain't getting no more than 16.
D Cole was there. We keep three tight end. Who do y'all prefer after Cal and Charlie?
Kyle and whoever the fuck.
He, I don't know. I'm waiting the preseason. That's all I'm gonna say about the tight end. I got to see what they do.
Yeah, that's Joshua Simon. Everybody saying he Kyle Pitts, but look, he Joshua Simon, y'all.
He's
We
he
gonna give
played
that,
he
give him
played out
time.
South Carolina. He played had one good year at South Carolina. So
Yeah, that's it.
it was a good year, but that's how most guys. I need jump from Zach Root Dorless this year. Zach who? Or the Oaksy? Well, I think you would have seen. I seen work from Root last year. Every time Root was in the game, Root was doing his thing. I don't care what nobody say.
Uh-huh.
Root did his thing in every game he played in last year. Every time he had a chance to go on the field, it was something always good. So, what's up,
Mm-hmm.
Auntie? My auntie right there. What's up, Connie?
Hello.
She always don't face. Go to YouTube. she's all, she's subscribed, but yeah, she's already subscribed.
Yeah.
D Combs and Bijan's a special back. Ain't no running back 1 and 2. It's Bijan and then the relief running back. True. You're right. I'm not gonna.
It's Bijan and everybody else. But that's the good thing about having a quarterback you can move around too. That's why I said Michael Penix can give you 200 to 300 rushing yards. So all you need from your backup is just get you 2 to 300 to go along with what Bijan is.
Yeah.
You can do so much more with Michael Penix at quarterback.
He said, but what's that? What if Kyle got you a Quentin Williams or equivalent on defensive line? That'd be great.
Who?
Quentin Williams, kid from Jets.
Kyle who?
Pitts, I guess. Trading Kyle.
Nah, quick. I mean, I, we don't need no more old motherfuckers on. Look, we don't need nobody. Like me personally, we need to see what Rook and Doris and I don't want no. I don't want nobody else's trash on my team. We need to see what we can develop. I'm tired of bringing in all these old ass defensive linemen and David Onyemata's and all these other people, and they don't live up. Like the only person that lived up to it was Bud Dupree and Calais Campbell, and Calais was old by that time. We always bring all the old ass defensive line, everybody else defensive linemen. They do nothing. They do the bare minimum for us. I want to see. Oh, I want to see our young guys do the bare minimum. I'd rather see that than see somebody else.
We got 4 D linemen that we've drafted in the last since 21. We got Zach, Douglas, Graham, and Luke. Those are only three D linemen we've drafted in the last 4 years. But we drafted the kid from Georgia, but he got cut. But we only drafted
Hmm.
four D linemen that we drafted on the D line. But as far as the outside linebackers and linebackers, we got one, two. We got some depth there on the outside linebacker. We have depth. We actually have great depth. Inside linebacker, we only drafted 2 inside linebackers in the last 3-4 years. So
Hmm.
we do got to develop some players.
Hmm.
So like I said, this is the first time I think we've actually drafted some DBs that had value, but we got them. We got steals on them because those guys shouldn't have been
Oh yeah.
third and fourth round.
Yeah.
No, neither one of those guys should have been third and fourth round pick.
Uh.
So, like I said, Terry scouting department, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. That's all I say. Keep
Yes.
doing because everybody you're bringing in have actually worked out to a degree. So, but other than that, D. Cole said Zach Harrison. Zach Harrison's a beast too, man.
Yeah,
He's
man.
a
That's
beast.
hmm that's what I say. I don't want to
Oh,
bring in
oh,
nobody
she,
else's defensive line trash.
she went to YouTube. I was just playing with you, kind. She went Thank you, though. I
Look,
appreciate
YouTube is better. YouTube is better for you. Okay, it's live.
it. Ooh, George Checkboy said when Bichon should okay. Can they get 1,800 plus yards from scrimmage if make Tyler? Yeah, he can probably get 2,000.
Hmm.
Listen, if this guy is working like I think he's working, he want to be more explosive instead of going down on those little silly tackles. He gonna do some damage, man. He's gonna do some damage, I think. What's that? What's up, Southside? He said Bijan being able to block make Tyler expendable. Yeah, his first year he was working at it, but he got it down now.
Hmm.
He knows how to throw that shoulder.
Oh yes.
He knows how to throw that shoulder now, boy.
Hmm. That's what I said. Look, that man gonna break. He gonna break the bank.
Kind of random. Okay. He said, but y'all got a scouting report on Tyler's. Man, that dude, let me hush. I ain't gonna talk about that, man. We'll talk about that. We'll talk a little bit about it tomorrow.
You
How's that?
know,
Yeah, we'll talk about that
I
tomorrow.
mean, I can make a video on it if you really want it, but
Oh my god. Y'all know he old
I've
as
seen
hell.
enough.
I think that dude, he
Yes,
old.
yes,
He is not a young.
yes.
He's not a kid. He's old.
That's such a dumb pig. Never mind.
Oh my lord. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They talking about you. I'm going getting off the subject now. What the hell's wrong with Cleveland up there? They ain't giving that kid no opportunities. What is going on?
Mm?
The young boy. They talk about he may not even make. He may not make the team. Oh,
Ooh,
the young Sanders. He may be third quarterback. That's practice squad type stuff. Unless they keeping 3 other sports calling.
I mean, it's Cleveland, man. I don't know what it's Cleveland.
And then they said what Deshaun for the start practicing in October. So I'm like, what is going on?
That sounds like the owner don't want to give up on Deshaun Watson for whatever reason.
That's a
It's
lot
like
of money.
it's dumb, but like at some point you just got to call it ill with ill. That if that happens, that's the reason why they doing
It's my uncle into what's up, that
it.
pop? Oh, kind of put you on to me. Thank you. Tell her thank you. I'll see you guys. I'll be down there end of the month. So I see all you guys at the end of the month when I get down there. So, yeah, man. This is crazy. We gonna have these teams. What do you say? They really hold Dylan Gabriel.
Look, he might not make it. That's why I said
Yeah,
some people just bring all them quarterbacks in for no reason.
that's a lot of quarterbacks. That's a lot.
Look, that's just dumb. Like it's dumb. You don't really get a good look at either one of those guys when you got 4, 5 quarterbacks. It's just stupid.
It's gonna be. It's interesting. He's that Tyler Slot is about to be like a quarterback Cardinals draft and then turn around and took Tyler Murray. But they say he's the number one guy. That's the thing.
Uh-huh.
That is crazy. What happened to what's his name? The little light skinned kid. I can't think of his name. I thought he was gonna be at least he's been there for 2 years. He got to do something. Or he just terrible. He said Cleveland really ran both Dylan and Shador. But that could be all media talk too. And
Yeah.
Shador could be the man. They just do all that media talk to keep that pressure off him and
Off
so to
yeah.
keep the media off all that stuff because nobody really knows what's really going on until we see in training camp. That's when everything really opens up. So I don't know. With Flacco's teaching all these guys. Wow. Okay. One Flacco taking behind me. He was in the same draft Matt Ryan was, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah, sure was. He's
I
like
think
I
he
heard
went
you
like
say something.
8 or something like that.
Yeah, you said something. I think you said something yesterday about the quarterback that was picked after Matt Ryan. I think Flacco's the one that actually turned out and did something.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's
Yep.
crazy. That's kind of strange. He's a Josh Rosen. Yeah, that was another story. Anyway, what time we got? We got about 6 more minutes. Bad guys, any more questions in there? Yeah. All right. But anyway, man, if you guys ain't got no more questions, you guys stay tuned till tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Well, 11 o'clock Eastern time. I got something we're gonna go over tomorrow. We got 17 games we got to play next year. They say we're gonna be 6-7. 6-7.
Oh, us?
Yeah, it's an article that was out. I filled in tomorrow. I got the paper and everything. Yeah. Uh-huh. But
Wow.
yeah, 6-7, and they got the teams broke down and how many games these teams gonna win. So I'm gonna go over all these games. We're gonna discuss it tomorrow.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm definitely gonna need to see that one.
yeah. So I was like, how is this possible? So, but yeah,
I mean, we got 4 wins in our division automatically, in my opinion. So I don't even. You trying to tell me they ain't gonna only win? You know what? Never mind.
yeah.
I'm gonna just
That
keep
that
my
that's what
opinion to myself.
that's what I'm saying. And all right, Blackberry man, I'll talk to you later. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting because when y'all see what these teams records they predict these other team records to be, you're gonna like what the hell. But yeah, yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow. So,
Sometimes
but
I be
anyway,
worried about these writers.
yeah, it's all clickbait and get
That
they get,
is.
get their stuff out there. But I'm gonna discuss it. I'm gonna dispute it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So, but anyway, thank you, man, Mike, for hopping on with me today.
Hmm.
Thanks to everybody in the chat for hopping on. I didn't expect nobody to hop in here today. I don't expect a couple of people, but I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, y'all keep me upright. So,
Uh,
so
oh,
I
for
know
sure.
I missed a couple of weeks and everything, but hey, I'm back now, man. It's almost football season, y'all. It's starting to really kick up a little bit. So
Oh yeah,
it's been
right on
quiet.
time.
It's been quiet out there. So, but like I said, tomorrow, man, make sure y'all join me in the morning, and we're gonna have a little fun tomorrow. Plus, I'm gonna do my little mystery comparison tomorrow. So I got 2 people I want to compare them. I want you guys to talk about
Oh,
that. What the week before last I did Prince and Michael Jackson. I got somebody better. Well, I ain't gonna say better than that, but I got some.
oh, dang. Yeah.
So all right, but anyway, again, Mike, thanks again, man. Appreciate everybody again, man. It's been almost an hour.
Hmm.
For to hop off this baby, and till tomorrow. Peace, y'all.
Hey, yo, I appreciate everybody too, man. We just made 11K.
Oh yeah.
We 11 and well
You, you,
11 and
oh,
11,002 right now. So
okay. You got your
like I
11K.
said,
Okay,
man,
cool.
yeah,
Congratulations.
we just went over that.
All
So
right.
yeah, man,
Congrats.
we appreciate everybody, man. And the new direction, like I said, it's gonna be a lot of wrestling, a lot of college, and a lot of NFL talk. So it's not just gonna be football, Atlanta Falcons football talking. Look, people actually responded um favorably, so I appreciate it, man.
I got to get back on the show, though, guys. I've been missing.
Hmm. Yeah, one wanted to be a fat slob today and eat food and sit
I
around the house, so he
I
not doing his show.
I know he wasn't. I know he wasn't going.
Yeah, Warren don't get a chance to do that, so he got an excuse.
All right, y'all. Again, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night. Again, happy 4th again.
Mhm.
Y'all don't blow yourself up. Don't burn your hands down. So y'all be safe out there. We'll mess with those fireworks.
Oh yes.
Peace.